Welcome back, y'all, to We Shoot Films, where I teach about cinematography, Unreal Engine, and also do product reviews that help support both those topics. So make sure to subscribe today. And now, FIFINE or FIFINE. I can't say their name good. I'm sorry, y'all. I really am. I'm killing your name. I'm gonna just start saying the M9 from now on. They sent me their M9 wireless lavalier mic system, okay? They asked me if I would like to review it. I said, cool. I know they're a budget-friendly company, so I always try to look for budget-friendly stuff that helps us create and become more productive. So cool, no problem. And all my words are my own. They didn't pay me to say this. They sent me for this. They sent this to me for, a review. So let's get it on, okay? Let's get it going. So this is what it is. Let's open this bad boy up. And you got, I gotta say, I do appreciate, and there's a catalog, little paperwork inside. I do appreciate when a company sends me a good case. This is a solid case right here. And I very, very much appreciate a solid case. So I'm over here looking at my volume because I did this recording already, right? And and I had no volume. I had the volume on mute, so I had to redo the whole thing all over again. You know what I mean? That's why. But anyway, let's open this bad boy up. Now, we've all seen these wireless audio lavalier systems, so, we kind of know what's in it, obviously. You got your wind muffs. You got your cords. USB-C to USB-A cord is most likely the charging cord. And you got all the cables that you need, all right? That's what I do like about this. They give you a cord for your phones, your TRS phone cords for your phones, all of that good stuff. They even give you one for your phone that's USB-C to the 3.5, so that's cool. Then they give you your camera connection, all right? The one you need to hook up from your receiver to your DSLR or whatever, okay? And obviously we got the star of the show. So the case is cool, man. It's plastic, but what isn't plastic nowadays? You know what I mean? But it's cool. It's solid. And in the front here, you got how much charge is left on the case. And the back is where you would charge the case. All right, hook up the USB-C to charge the case. And that's about that. So when you open it up, they automatically pair. That's the great thing about these. They're, open up, they're ready to go. You don't really have to do anything. Put them on the people, hook it up to your camera or your phone, and you good money, So I love that about these systems, it is lightweight, it's not too bad. All right, so let's look at the transmitters. They're nice, light. I love black. That's my color, black. But anyway, in the front here, you have the microphone, obviously. That's what you talk with. You have your pairing button, your noise cancellation button. On the bottom, you have where you would you can independently just charge these without the case. And then on the side here, you have your power. All right. And that's about it. It's simple and easy. And in the front, you got a smile. Now, not sure why they decided to go with that, but that is their logo, I think. But be happy. Anyway, that's the transistor pretty much. And the receiver. Now the receiver is simple. It don't got all the bells and whistles, but it's simple. And in the receiver, it's going to tell you, right now I have everything disconnected. Let me bring them both out. In the receiver, it tells you all the information that you need in the front that's pertinent. You got your pairing, you got your volume control, you got your power, and then you got your mode, okay? Now, in the side here, you got your output. Now, the output is where you would connect your cable to your phone or to your DSLR. You have your pairing in case these things get out of whack and start not wanting to cooperate. They disconnected somehow. You got your mode channels, which is mono and stereo. We'll come back to that. On the bottom, you can charge this as well. You can also use this on your laptops or whatever to connect your USB-C from here, so you can use the microphones, I believe. And then on the side here, you got A/B, which is your transistors, and your power. Now the A/B lets you, as you see here, lets you control your volume control, okay, independently. And I do like that a whole lot. Now let's go back to the mono and stereo, okay? That's mono stereo. Okay, so what happens with this, if you don't understand what that is, okay, you got two microphones. Okay, so if you put it in mono mode, all right, what it's going to take is these two microphones, it's going to bring it together, and it's going to output something that you cannot manipulate, you can't change it, it's permanent. Okay, so you got to get your levels perfect. Versus if you put it in stereo mode, it's going to keep it separated, okay, and then you can manipulate it later in post, which is what you really want to do. So if you're dealing more with two people, put it in stereo. If you're dealing with one person, keep it in mono. Okay, but that's what that concept is. All right, so I mean, basically, there's not a lot to say with these things. I know they can give you 164 feet. What's about 50 meters of line of sight. A lot of what I do doesn't have to do nothing with that. I do a lot of narrative stuff, so it's more close quarters. So that's what I'm always looking for. I have no issues with these. I've used them a few times, never cut out on me. Never had an issue, and they sound pretty good. I'll be honest with you. At first, I thought they was gonna kind of be pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie, but they actually sound good. I have the Rode Wireless. Now, they're not the Rode Wireless. Obviously, when you look at the Rode Wireless, you know, this is the Rode Wireless Pros. Now, yes, they look fancy and all of this, and they got all the nice little bells and whistles. You know, this is 32-bit flow, all of that good stuff. Internal recording. This doesn't have no internal recording, doesn't have no 32-bit flow, but it's not meant for that. I mean, they didn't make this for that. This is a budget-friendly system, and if you see it for what it is, that's what it is. These things cost a grip. You know, these things cost over $300 or something like that. They cost a grip, and look how small it is. There's times where I would choose this before I choose this. It all depends on what you're doing and the situation you're in. So, you know, yes, these aren't no Rode Wireless Pros, but if you're a beginner, something that you're looking for, something you got a budget and you're looking for something that's cheap, fast, easy to deal with, easy to work with, then these definitely can work. Now, I do think they should have internal recording. I don't see why they wouldn't. I know there's other microphones that for another $20-$30 maybe, you know, you have internal recording. So I don't see why they shouldn't. I think they should have. But at the end of the day, these can do what you need them to do. If you're in a vlog situation, YouTube content, tutorials, Zooms, anything, these things are going to cover your basic need for a good, decent audio, you know. So it is what it is. You know, that's what these are. What I don't like about them is I keep looking at that smiley face because it makes me, you know, to use these in a professional manner, you got to be careful because they got the smiley face on it. So when you're in a corporation, you know, you're doing a corporate shoot, and if you got this there, you know, it's a smiley face, you know, and there's no way, you know, other than putting it inside like that. You know, that's how I usually put it. You know what I mean? But, you know, you can't hide that smiley face. It's a bit kiddie, put it that way. You know, it's not very adult. It feels like it's a kid thing, like for kids, which it could be. I don't know. Next thing I don't like about it, and that's something trivial, I guess, you know. But the real thing I don't like about it calls itself a lavalier system. But for me, there's no place to add a lav. Like, this is what it is. It's just this. You can't put you can't put your own lav mic on it. And so when something calls itself lavalier system, that's what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? I guess they call this a lavalier. To me, it's just a microphone. It's a small microphone. To me, when you call it something a lavalier system, I can place a lav, hide this, and put a nice little lav on somebody and utilize it. But you can't do that with this. So if you're looking for something that you can place a lav on somebody with, this is not it. All right. But other than that, it's still a good budget-friendly system, and I definitely could recommend it if you're looking for just some decent quality audio that's simple, basic, no thrills. and it's just gonna get the job done. This will do it. So before I leave and wrap things up, let's do an audio test. All right, hold on. Okay, so here we go. This is audio from the M9. A lot of people are using them like this, so I wanted you to hear what it sounded like direct to your voice. This usually sounds good, and it does. It's going to sound great. I know it is because I've already done it, But this is what this sounds like with the wind muff, and I have the wind muff thing on there because I don't want my plosives to be killing your ears. And I appreciate the wind muff being sort of small because sometimes they make them way too big and just be annoying and looks very ugly. So I can kind of live with this. But this is what this sounds like. And so let me put it on my shirt. All right, so this is what it sounds like on my shirt with me speaking. 1, 2, 1, 2. What you gonna do? Let me know if these M9s are for you. Yeah, I got bars. All right, so that's that. Now, sometimes I actually, let me move this out the way. Actually, sometimes I place this here, so hold on. All right, so here you go. This is what it sounds like with the M9 now connected to my collar. Sometimes it sounds better because it's closer to the mouth, and that's what is pretty much what you want to do with all audio. Get it as close to the subject as possible, all right? Okay, so now we're going to do the test with noise cancellation. Now, I don't usually suggest you to do any noise cancellation. Leave that for post-processing. You can have more control later, especially in DaVinci Resolve. I feel like DaVinci Resolve has some of the best voice isolation. I mean, that's just my opinion. But anyway, let's get to it, okay? So here we go. Now, on the side here, you have the voice cancellation, all right? When you turn it on, it turns white. When you turn it off, it turns off. So here we go. I'm going to turn it on. This right now you're hearing the M9 with noise cancellation on. 1, 2, 1, 2. This is with noise cancellation on. This is the M9. All right, so you heard it. This is it, the M9 from FIFINE. And it sounds good. It's budget friendly, like I said, but don't disregard things that are budget friendly because there's a lot of things that are budget friendly that are very great, very good. And, we're always looking for a deal. So, if you know somebody that, looking for something simple like this, they're into audio, they're into recording and doing movies, films, skits, content creation, Zoom calls. This is a great gift too. And Black Friday's coming, so I'm sure there's gonna be a sale. So anyway, that's what that is. That's it. Not much more I can say about these things, all right? So I appreciate y'all for sticking in, tuning in. If you're interested in it, make sure to check out the description below. It helps me out a little bit, no extra cost to you. So make sure to subscribe, hit the bell on the side so you get notified on time. And like I always say, it is what it is. I'm out.